If God had not helped us. James Smith, A Grateful Acknowledgement, 1864. I was pushed back and about to fall, but the Lord helped me. Psalm 118:13. The psalmist had been reviewing his toils, his trials, and his dangers. He commemorates his deliverances, his conquests, and his triumphs, and he ascribes the whole to the help of God. If God had not helped him, his faith would have failed, his expectations would have been disappointed, and his foes would have prevailed. Through the Lord he did valiantly, and now with joyful heart he records the loving kindness of the Lord. How sweet to look back upon the rough road, the bloody battlefield, the scenes of peculiar trial. Then, if ever, gratitude will work within us, and praises will flow from our tongues and hearts. Delivered from the mouth of the lion and the paw of the bear, we thankfully acknowledge, the Lord helped me. In looking back, we see that we have needed help, and more help than any mere creature could afford us. The daily cross, the inward conflict, the domestic troubles, the perplexities of business, the state of the church, the affairs of the world have all combined to teach us that divine help was necessary. If God had not helped us, we would have fallen into sin. We would have disgraced our profession. We would have been crushed by our foes. We would have fainted under our trials. We would have apostatized from the faith. God alone knows what would have been the result if we had been left to our own resources. We needed help in infancy, in youth, in manhood. We needed help in prosperity and in adversity. We needed help in temporals and spirituals. We found our own strength to be weakness and our own wisdom to be folly. The feeblest of our foes would have been more than a match for us. The least corruption in our hearts would have overcome us. And we need help now as much as we ever did, for unless the Lord helps us, our foes will yet triumph over us, our crosses will yet prove to be too much for us, and we shall yet faint in the day of adversity. The Lord has promised help. He has said, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. Yes, I will uphold you with the right hand of my righteousness." And because his people feel themselves to be vile, weak, and incompetent, he stoops to speak to them according to their own views of themselves, and says, "Do not be afraid, O worm Jacob, O little Israel, for I myself will help you, declares the Lord, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel." O precious promise of a good and gracious God! It extends to all times, it embraces all circumstances, it belongs to all believers, and it ensures us triumph over all our foes. Yes, the strength of Jesus has been perfected in our weakness. We have found his grace to be sufficient for us, and to the praise of his glorious grace in reference to all our trials, troubles, and conflicts, we can truly say, "The Lord helped me." O beloved, it is an unspeakable mercy to have God for our helper.